What is Stroll? Wow, it's about the feelings of Christmas. I've said for many years that Norman Rockwell himself could not have thought up a better weekend festival. Truly, it's magnificent. Christmas Stroll in Nantucket is full of good feelings, full of Christmas spirit. It is a lot of happy faces. It is generally a party vibe, especially with the visitors. A lot of folks get dressed up. It's sort of like the kickoff, I think, for so many people to feel what's coming, to feel Christmas, and to embrace it.
Stroll was started 50 years ago by the Chamber of Commerce as a way to thank the local people and to get them involved and to encourage them to shop local.
There's no question that it is very good for business.
Well, Marcia may be going to spend a lot of money here. I'm just along to try to keep her from doing that.
Back then, the electricity to man the trees was sort of looped from lamppost to lamppost above ground. We would all be stationed at a certain corner and listen to someone saying, flip the switch. And we literally would flip switches on certain street corners.
That went on for a long time.
It went on for a very long time.
Yeah, that didn't end.
And,
there was always flip the switch.
You sort of crossed your fingers and hoped they would all go on.
And occasionally it didn't. Once in a while, the big tree didn't go on and there was a scramble.
And we got so good at it that people from off island started coming here to shop. So that's what I think is wonderful.
Well, I think it was a way for the community to come together. We have the best backdrop ever of Main Street. It is the most picturesque with the trees and wreaths and window boxes. I mean, it was a beautiful location.
The Nantucket Stroll's magic. It was just a really, really sweet, small town experience. So I started photographing Stroll probably in the early 80s. And you know, it was incredibly magical. This town just does it up, and in such a beautiful way. It was very inspiring for me to photograph, and especially if we got snow.
So it's about 150 trees, 55 trees. So this process typically takes us, it's about 7 people for 7 days installing the trees and the lights, including the big tree up on Main Street. You know, so it's a pretty good undertaking, and we still have to continue to do other things as well. So it's a daunting task, but we enjoy it, we love it.
I'm just always blown away by the themes people do come up with that I would never think of. I love how everyone's an individual, and you just walk around looking at the trees, like, that's great. I never would have thought of it.
The biggest event is to collect Santa Claus off of the Coast Guard cutter from the North Pole.
When I come to Nantucket, I like to come the slow way with my friends from Coast Guard Station Brant Point.
For the station, it ends up being kind of an all-hands thing. And we get to bring Santa over to the Highline Pier where there's a huge crowd of people waiting for us to drop him off. He hops on what I believe is the Nantucket Hotel's fire truck and gets brought up Main Street.
I have so much fun on the fire truck. I look forward to being with Santa and his trusty elf. We see all the happiness around us. It's a really cool experience.
And it's easy to photograph too, because everyone's super happy.
Yeah.
Everyone has smiles on their faces. Everyone is festive.
There's some other events around town that weekend that are associated with Stroll, with Christmas Stroll. The Festival of Trees at the Historical Association, Whaley Museum.
So we are extremely proud of Jolly Jam. It is a Skate with Santa event. We also have performances, holiday music, cookies, cocoa, activities.
As any undertaking such as this, as you can imagine, it takes quite a few people.
Because it is certainly a collaborative effort, from our collaboration with the town of Nantucket to our members and sponsors, down to the people who volunteer. So many bodies move and make this force that is known as Nantucket Christmas Stroll happen. What I've heard people take away from Stroll is a great time. We still kind of try to stick to the roots of community, and I feel like that's what makes our stroll a bit more unique as far as what the magic of Christmas that we try to bring to the island. What I hope that they take away is lots of local commerce. I want their bellies full of local food. I want their shopping bags full of local goods for their family. And I want their hearts full of all that local love, for sure.
It is very festive. It's like an old-fashioned Christmas. Everyone really comes and gets in the spirit of it, especially my regular customers dressed with Santa Claus hats on.
We also have the ugly sweater competition, which is of course a lot of fun. There are awards for the best dressed groups that come out to visit or local people that get together collectively. Carolers are always incredibly well prepared, beautiful singing with the Victorian garb, sort of the final touch on Christmas Stroll.
Accidentals and Naturals is a group of select students that are in chorus.
We are very Hallmark. It's a little scary how Hallmark we are.
I love the tradition of Stroll because it is so much about community.
It's always been very cheerful, and people are walking up and down Main Street speaking to everybody. It's just joyous to watch everybody happy, strolling around, buying, and looking forward to seeing Santa walk up Main Street.
It's a very warm event. You know, there's no animosity, no arguments. This is the time of year when we all come together.
Happy 50th Christmas Stroll, Nantucket! Ho, 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 ho!